I want to read you the words of Mosab Hassan Yousef, the son of a Hamas co-founder and leader who was raised on a diet of hatred, but of course now has become a vocal supporter of Israel at great cost to himself. But he's sent out a new message where he's talking about the Palestinian Authority, the PA, which is supposedly the moderate equivalent to, the other governing Palestinian Authority, Hamas. But here's what he said. And by the way, let's be clear, they are not moderate. They fund terrorism. They are evil. Okay, but this is what they say. This is what Mosab has said. He wrote that for 2 decades, the Palestinian Authority has been weaponizing its global network of embassies, consulates, and diplomats to delegitimize Israel. They have created and funded the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement to mislead the public, especially in the United States. The PA has spent the aid money meant for Arab children's education to bribe armies of professors to indoctrinate American students to hate Israel based on the false narrative of apartheid, colonialism, occupation, and genocide. The massive budget the PA has been spending to create global hostility against Israel could have been spent on real education, coexistence, tolerance, and cooperation. The criminals have been fanning the flames of propaganda from behind closed curtains, hoping for Israel to destroy their bitter rival Hamas, while accusing Israel of committing genocide at the ICC. Like a serpent in the grass, waiting for the dust of war to settle down so they can emerge as the only winner out of the Gaza tragedy, which is a mess they created in the first place when their corrupted forces dropped their guns and kneeled to Hamas terrorists in 2007. This deception and manipulation must come to an end. The Palestinian Authority was allowed to enter Gaza and the West Bank in good faith to maintain security and stability, not as a hostile entity conspiring around the clock to delegitimize Israel and spread hateful ideology. A new Arab trial must be appointed to manage the Arab daily life affairs, economy and education, and the old Revolutionary Guard of corrupt leadership must be removed from power. They are a diseased limb that must be amputated. You know Mahmoud Abbas, who is the president of the Palestinian Authority. People say he's the moderate. You know what he did when he did his PhD, I believe, at university? He did it in Russia, of all places, which is where, by the way, in the 60s, they helped to create the Palestinian identity and flag, which was just a cynical ploy to get rid of Israel. They don't actually have a genuine nationalist movement or cause. They because they'd be happy to be part of the Arab world. The other former Palestinian leaders, Arafat was born in Egypt. The Grand Mufti was happy for it to be part of southern Syria. If the surrounding Arab armies would have won in 1948, they would have just divided it up between Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Egypt. They don't care about a genuine Palestinian national identity. For them, it's just about killing the Jews and getting rid of the Jews from living in their historic God-given homeland. But anyway, Abbas wrote his PhD on the collaboration between the Zionists and the Nazis. That's who you're dealing with. This is a man who supports paying terrorists and their families when they commit acts of violence and murder against Israelis and Jews. And it's enough. It's enough. No more should Israel have to tolerate these people and these organizations. I think October 7th was a clear turning point where we saw the idea of giving away land and allowing for self-governance and perpetuating this idea of a Palestinian identity, which I think Israel might be prepared to indulge if it would genuinely deliver peace and if they were genuine about it. But we've clearly seen that it's not about delivering peace. It's just about a ploy to destroy Israel. And therefore, this idea of indulging these movements and these people anymore has become completely redundant. Now we have to start saying with one clear voice that the entirety of the land belongs to the Jewish people, the people of Israel, and that's just a basic fact. Judea and Samaria, the heart of all the stories in the Bible, they are Jewish. And we've always welcomed non-Jews to live in a Jewish country, and we still would. And that's always been the way. But we should no longer indulge ideas that are simply designed to undermine Israel and destroy her. The Jewish people are entitled to one home, especially given our history. This is the Jewish people's home. It's Jewish land. And that is just the simple fact of it all. That's the most important principle here. And we must never ever back down from saying that. Far from it, we should become clearer and louder in stating that truth. Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.